Damn, it's windy as hell. Oh, dang, bro. Sometimes you just get smacked by life. This is a combo right here. You know what I was thinking about last night? I feel like we kind of already know this, but fire is such an anomaly, dude. It is a beautiful, amazing thing. Like, warmth is just a basic human need, just for life. You need warmth. I built this fire last night, which, if I could make a living building fires, that'd be a great living. I love fire. I mean, what man do you know that doesn't just have a little pyromaniac inside him? Just like, you feel like you're a pyromancer, especially if you've learned how to make fire by friction, just the elements, and you can make fire and contain it. Oh, it's like nature's best game. Build a fire, or just use minimal tools, you know. But man, a good hot fire. I built this fire last night, and I'm looking at it, and I got the TV on. I'm watching The King, about King Henry of England with Timothée Chalamet. Great movie, but the fire, like everyone knows, and everyone says this at every bonfire, it's just so entertaining. Endless entertainment. Just it's mesmerizing, truly, and hypnotizing just to stare at a fire, you know, and just watch it, the patterns. But it's not a pattern. It's just random chaos, yet contained. Whoa. We breathe fire, you know. All the sickest dragons, sickest creatures breathe fire, the dragons. Dude, so I'm watching this movie, I'm watching this fire, okay? And everyone's got their own method. My method is OP, dude. Like, you just light the little tips of the paper, and then whoosh, you got a long-lasting fire. But I'm feeding it, so I'm at the lake, obviously. I'm at the lake by myself, and I got no heat on, just a little heat in the room I'm sleeping in. So I got to use this fire to warm the whole house. And I use some candles too, but you got to get the fire hot. So I'm adding fuel and fuel and fuel. And you know, fire's good and hot when it's got a lot of embers, the little glowing coal looking pieces from the wood falling on each other, the embers that glow. You know, the flames don't really mean shit. Like, the flames do emit a lot, but they're fleeting, okay? The embers is what produces the big flames that light the fuel more quicker, the wood. So I get a lot of embers going, and I'm just like, when you build a fire and you've been, you know, tending it, you sit back and you can appreciate your work. And it's a beautiful thing, and you want to check on it. You don't want to make sure something collapses and jumps out of the fireplace, burns the house down. But you also want to, I have this thing where I want to catch it at its peak moment, like its hottest, flamingest moment. And every time you add fuel to keep it going, when you add it, it's a timing. It's a special, artful timing. You don't want to do it too late to where you miss the peak. You don't want to do it too early to where, I mean, it'll be a bigger peak, but you gotta, based on how much firewood you have, you know, time it up. Can't just keep loading and loading and loading. I mean, that'll get hot, but you'll run out of fuel because you got to keep the fire going all night to keep the house warm. I didn't, because of my bedroom, but long as I was in the den where the fire was. But here's the thing. I ended up being out there all night because, look, every time I add to the fire, I'm wanting to watch it get bigger. I want to see more embers. I'm looking at the heat marks on the inside of the brick chimney, like how they're changing because of how hot I got my fire. And the whole house is beaming. I'm like sweating in there like a sauna, by the way. maybe not quite that hot, but I'm in there and the fire's going and I'm watching this movie, but I barely even know what's going on in the movie because I'm more entertained by the fire and my just commitment to building an amazing fire. I was taking pictures of it, dude. Like, gosh, I freaking love that shit. So I was so entertained. I was more entertained watching the fire, and it's getting to be, you know, later hours, like 10 pushing 11 o'clock. And I'm not even tired. I'm just like staring at this fire, just thinking about shit, not even what's going on in the movie. Okay. And then the moment I decided, all right, maybe I don't want to burn through this fire the whole night. Like, I could stay up all night doing this, and I have heat in the bedroom. So when I decided that this was time to stop adding wood to the fire and to start poking it down, like let the wood burn and, you know, make sure it doesn't collapse. But when the fire was going to be no bigger, I lost so much interest. Now, the fire was still massive like an hour later because of how big it was before. Like, it took for a while for the flames to go away, like a long while. But when I decided to change my focus of attention onto the movie and the TV, I fell right asleep. I woke up, fire gone. It's crazy how it happened. Like, the fire had me more entertained mentally. It was more stimulating to me than the movie, the great movie was. That was the only thing that was going on in there. Just the warmth, the thing about our ancestors discovering how to control fire. If you as a man don't have this fascination with fire and freaking burning it, and just, there's so much that goes into it. If you don't, then what? Then who even are you? You know? Like, you're missing some crucial, critical experience in your life, I think. Especially when you need the fire. And when you build it during a snow day, I got some work I gotta attend to here at the old lake. But I hope you have a blessed day. And build a fire.